Tim, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, everyone. I'd like to make sure that you realize that this is the live me. This is the character. This is the live me. Okay, I'm going to share my screen here. And I'd like to talk a little bit about what people think deposits are. Let me move this real quickly. So what we see in our industry is we have people in exploration that go out there, put 6 holes in the ground, draw huge circles around it, and then decide, oh my God, there's 2 holes that have nothing in it. Now, it doesn't matter that this is 1 gram at 7,000 feet below the surface. What matters is this is what a deposit looks like to an exploration person. Let's take this next step and see what the deposit looks like to a miner. So the exploration people convinced somebody to drill another 4,326 holes, all at 7,000 feet deep. And they do happen to hit a nice little spot at the bottom. And we, the miners, are expected to make money out of this. Now, let's take the next step. What does an environmentalist think that the deposit looks like? The environmentalists come in the permitting time, and what they see is the price goes up as the number of studies go towards infinity, absolutely infinity. So now we spend the next 16 years spending millions of dollars trying to figure out whether or not we can just permit this dang thing. And they employ every single one of their best friends. So this is the original contract, and this is what the change orders come to. What's the metallurgist do? He denies there's any gold anywhere. He denies that there's anything. They come out here and start painting black rocks gold, and then complain about how the geologists could never figure out where that there was a deposit. And of course, the miners just send them waste. We do have the emerging leaders here. And this is what the deposit looks like to those people. I do think there's a few people that are underrepresented here. Number 1 would be our legal teams. Number 2 would be the public relations people. And finally, what the market thinks about your deposit. So let me wrap this up fairly simply. What we need to understand is it's called the Mining Hall of Fame. It's not the Metallurgical Hall of Fame. It's not the Geoscientist Hall of Fame. It's the Mining Hall of Fame. The other thing I'd like to point out is, as we all know, there's only one president that was a miner, and he was a mining engineer. I'd also like to make a complaint. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of fake news going on with this thing. Where's Gleason? Where's Gleason? Absolute fake news the entire time. I'm telling you, this thing's completely out of hand. And I know that there's voter fraud because every one of the guys behind me right now, every one of them voted 4 times today. And I didn't see a single vote come to that screen. So all I'd like to make sure everybody understand is we are the most important profession in mining. You can all say that you can't find a deposit without a geologist. You can say you can't process the rock without a metallurgist. You know what? Nobody gets to do anything unless you get the rock out of the ground, into the mill, and that's what we do for you. We also are smarter than the rest of you as well. So I'm done here, Doug. I'm more than willing to take any questions.
Okay. Thank you, Tim, for your presentation. I'll remind you that the Hoover was considered one of the worst presidents ever. So I guess you're going on the fact that he was an engineer, in which case he was pretty good.